chance likelihood is quite high of it raining, actually, to be honest with you.
I bet it's going to be raining for one of these sessions. It's going to happen. Ah! It's a dry race, though.
Dry race. Holy shit.
Well, I did call it. Thankfully, this doesn't make things any too much different because you just load on the dry setup. Yes, you do. Anyways, welcome to another League Racing adventure. This time we're with TMC Division 3, and this time we're in a wet Montreal in round number 7. And I actually didn't mean for my party chat to come through there. I was fiddling with a few settings, and I obviously just forgot to turn it off. So, anyways, well, I thought it was funny kind of how I called the rain. However, that's not a good thing because I just can't hook it up in the wet and get a lap in. I improve here, but again, I'm still bottom, still last, and so I'm going to think, okay, I've got one more chance to get this done. There's a lot of time to be found in this lap, and then coming out of this blind turn 5, I think we got a flipping Ferrari. I think it's a Ferrari, and Forza Alonso just absolutely just parked on the racing line, and I don't know. I'm not too pleased, I must be honest, with that. And of course, my lap is absolutely ruined because there's no way I could have really seen. Like, how was like he's going 4 miles an hour? Like, how am I supposed to see him coming? So that was very annoying, and it puts me in last. I do think I could have jumped up at least one position. It could have made all the difference in my race. You're going to find out how this really sets me back. This track position, this lack of track position, really sets me back, and it's going to just absolutely impair my race. But we'll get to that. Quick look at the standings. Thanks to my exploits in Monaco, we leap up the table to 9th with 20 points. Just get myself out of that relegation zone and just really get amongst the midfield. I'm in the constructors. We have the Haas boys in 6th with 36 points. So looking to add to that today in this race, but it can be difficult with myself starting P14. And Carl, who's in the party with me there, you might have heard, is in P12, I think. So anyways, going to do the one stop is supers to ultras. If I had qualified inside the top 10, even if it was dry, I still have gone from ultras to supers. Lights out, and at this stage I just want to take it very cautiously. That's why I'm in lean, or was in lean, and just kind of let everything else unfold in front of me. We see we've got an incident there with Darren Sinclair. I think he got tripped with someone else, just taking it so slowly, and let him have his own accident there. I almost ran into him, but I knew if I just let him go that nothing would happen to me. So anyways, we settle into P13, and now this phase of the race is just consists of me behind Steve, who's behind Danny, and this is just holding me up a right treat. I do think I've got legitimate pace around this place. My time trial best is a 10.2, I think it is, or if not, it's a 10.4. But as you can see, Hungry Tadpoles has an off, and we slip by him into 12th. That's why having the wet quali was disastrous in many ways for me, as much as funny as it was calling it, because it sets me down so far the grid. And now here we go, just watching Steve, PFC Steve, and Danny have. Oh, for flip's sake. I have wing damage. Steve trying to make a move on
Yeah.
Danny, and he's just
No, I'm not happy.
in the flipping round the corner.
No, I'm not going to argue with myself. I'm not happy with that. No, I could have stopped, but I mean, I didn't react quick enough to stop if that was a suitable method. And now here, I was like, I'm done. Just go down this inside. I'm getting that move done. I don't care anymore. And sometimes it really takes something to really anger me to kind of get a move done. I think I did it with DM Crack in the USA when he damaged my front wing, and just really frustrated me. Lap 9, we are just chilling behind Danny. We've kind of dropped Steve, despite having wing damage. I thought my pace in this phase of the race was pretty good, but I'm just stuck, and now I'm stuck with wing damage, so I can't really do much after this. It's just very frustrating. Lap 9, we're going to see here, I believe, we have a think about it, and we get a really good run out of that last chicane. Going to stick it up into Rich,
tuck in the slipstream and see what we can do down the inside. He doesn't. He initially goes to defend it, but goes back to the racing line. I take that apex, leave him space on the outside. We get squished a little bit. I'm going to try and out-traction him with the rich mix, but I'm going to have to bail out of this one because he has that inside line, and that's just not a place you can really overtake. I'm going to stay on board. We get a really decent exit off this corner compared to Danny, and this is going to set us up really nicely. We are nice and tight. Going to set this up nicely to go down the inside here. Late braking, leaving the space. I could have turned it a bit more to that corner, but he goes wide. Again, I'm in the slipstream. I've got a rich mixture, and he's not defending this, so I am just going to go down the inside, late braking, and there we go. We move into P9, but at what cost? At the end of the day, I've got wing damage, and look at the gap in front of me to Carl, my teammate. Lap 10, actually just laid that straight. Carl goes off and bins it out of the wall of champions into the start-finish straight barrier, and that moves up me into P8, but again, at what cost? My teammate is is gone. The next few laps just consisted of me just kind of sticking with this super soft stint, then pulling away. Paddy here pitted onto the softs, and it was a matter of time before he was going to catch me, and when he did, I decided I was just going to let him go because I knew I wasn't really racing him today. Now those soft tires should go to the end of the race. Lap 20, we pit in for the set of ultra softs. I am going to repair my wing. I do think that is it's critical that I do so. I did build a bit of a buffer to Danny and PSC Steve, but Steve has obviously had an incident or something since, because he's way back on the second DRS straight while I'm just coming out of the pits. So unless my pace was that electric with a damaged wing, which I don't think so, there's been an incident somewhere. And you can 6 seconds is the gap I have to make up to Danny on the ultra softs compared to his soft, and within a lap and a bit, I'm already he's in my sight, and I'm just ready to absolutely gazump him when the chance comes. No DRS, I wasn't behind him, but I'm just going to get such a better exit out of that chicane, bump it up into Rich, and surely there's nothing he can do. Again, he doesn't defend. He initially goes to defend the inside, but then moves back onto the racing line. That is the door I need, and I'm just going to hang this around the outside. A little bit of contact. I'm just going to hang this around the outside, and I have the better traction on the ultra soft tyres, and now I'm in a position where I'm ahead of this corner, and he's not going to dare risk sending one up the inside there. It's just too risky, and I have track position and P9. Stevie G is up next. He's 8.8 seconds ahead, and the next few laps just hunting him down. Although as I was hunting him down, Paddy, I think had an incident with, it might have been Darren Sinclair, not too sure, but he's come in again, I think unscheduled, and he's bought a set of the ultra softs. There are a few laps fresher than mine, so I'm dragging him with me basically to Stevie G. Stevie G gets a compromise run out of that corner. I think he just gives up and lets us through. So I appreciate him not making it too difficult. He probably could have, to be fair. That is track position we're fighting for. But anyways, lap 30, my ultras just really dropped off at this point, and I knew Paddy was going to be the faster at this stage of the race with his fresher tires. But I'm going to fight this for as long as I can. I didn't fight the first battle with Paddy because he was on a different race, but now this is our race. This is my position to fight. I left him room into that turn one in case he wanted to go up the inside. He didn't take it. I'm going to have the track position. I'm in front here. It'd be suicide to try something there, but I left him the space just in case he wanted to try something. And then this is where it's all going to kick off. Again, I don't get the best run out of that chicane. He's going to be alongside me. I'm going to defend this down the inside. This is the best shot I have. We navigate this hairpin a bit more cleanly, I should say, but he is going to be right alongside me. And I'm fighting fuel issues as well, as you can see, and he's going to have the DRS. And there is not much I can do about this position, and I realised that this was probably the eventual outcome that was going to happen, so I tuck in, see if I can get the switch back, and I basically saved myself from doing a Carl, basically. So I held it, Carl. Suck it. Lap 33, we gain a position because, oh man, poor Yarham has binned it into the wall of champions on lap 33. That's just gotta be the worst.
And that was our race. Come across the start finish straight. Look, I mean, I'll take it because of everything that happened, but I did think I had legit pace to kind of really try and challenge the top 6 at the very least. But not to be on this occasion. It's a shame because I was really looking forward to Canada. It's one of my stronger tracks on the calendar. Just one penalty for myself, which is actually I'm really happy with because I did a couple of test runs of this race and I just got penalties out the ass. Like we're talking 18, 21 seconds worth of penalties. So the wing damage may have helped me in that respect, kind of be a bit more careful driving. And it almost paid off because we almost got Darren Sinclair there. But P8, look, I'll take it. More points from a compromised race and a compromised grid position after what happened. That is it for round 7. Round 8 is going to be Azerbaijan in Baku. So I look forward to that. It's a track I quite enjoy a bit. So until then.